people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him, however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end. We're here. Let's go.
Witam wszystkich dla was, Chris28. Dzisiaj zagramy sobie w Assassina, tak jak chcieliście. A po prostu się nie odzwałem, żebyście mogli ze spokojem wszystko tam odczytać. Dobra, my tu już jesteśmy w jakiejś jaskini. Jakieś graffiti na ścianie. Co się na nie pasuje do innych, znaczy do otoczenia. Jakaś dziwna. Widać jakąś dziurę. No i to rajskie jabłko. O, co się zaczyna dziać? No emocji jak na grzybach jak na
In
razie.
another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Dobra, no to już pójdziemy dalej. Co to miało być? Co za bullshit? Nie wiem, może coś za nich postanowić, ale dobra, przejdziemy dalej.
I think we're here.
Normalnie Need for Speed. Albo Tokyo Drive. Dobra. No tu widać jakieś symbole. Trochę pospieszymy. O. Jakiś fragment. Chyba od Tetrisa. Czyli gramy w Tetrisa? To dzisiaj chyba będzie odcinek z Tetrisa zamiast Assassina. Albo jednak nie, chyba będzie Assassin jednak. O kurde. No poważnie się robi.
Key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Chyba dostawaliśmy zawału.
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
O,
Okay,
też...
Desmond, while you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Zaczynamy z tym koksem, panowie. I panie, które mnie oglądają.
Okay, Desmond, let's practice climbing on these objects.
Dobra. Normalnie Spider-Man. Dobra.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Dobra.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Dobra, to będzie... Jak chcę wziąć jego gnata, no dawajcie mi jego gnata, no nie bądźcie tacy.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Co on zrobił? A, czekaj. Czekaj, co teraz mam zrobić? Nie, tutaj się nie muszę udać. Dobra. Dobra. Komuś pomachaliśmy chyba w oknie. A jak nie, to mi trochę go szkoda. O, jakieś kominy.
Synchronization levels look good now.
O,
Should be able to build
zmieniliśmy
the
nawet
world.
wygląd.
Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Jesteśmy generałem floty. Pewnie. Bo piratem.
Sir, everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
No i to tak robimy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
No, jeszcze mi otwierają drzwi. Jestem normalnie królem.
Good evening, sir.
Już wiedzą, kto to gra.
Please.
Tu nasz... no, powiedzmy, nasz bohater jest trochę niekulturalny, bo on powinien nie dupą się do nich odwracać, tylko normalnie tak przodem. No. Tylko chyba kultury nie był nauczony. A mam to po prostu w dupie.
Evening, Hatham.
I chcę, żeby oni to wiedzieli.
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Dobra.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We need to find another way out.
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity.
I already have.
Both against roads and for. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mole that sick word of trial comes on in
Dobra, my
the
już sobie
afternoon,
pójdziemy.
and she hopes you will
Wali
order
tu
back
przedstawienie, bo nie dają na
herself.
napis.
My apologies. So sorry.
You may satisfy her that I'll soften the
W
evidence.
tym teatrze nawet nie ma tego napisów. Ale możecie sobie przetłumaczyć jak chcecie, albo nie, dalej idziemy tutaj robić jakąś akcję. Bo nie przyszliśmy tu, nagrywam tego, żebyśmy słuchali jakiegoś kabaretu. Jeśli teraz nikt nie zauważy, to uważam, że w tych czasach ludzie byli po prostu ślepi. Wcale mi nie widać palców. Super. Ci stoją, czyli praktycznie powinni mnie zobaczyć. Ale my idziemy do góry. Dobra. A oni w ogóle coś widzą? chyba nic nie widzą. Ci też są jakieś coś tępi. Nie wiem. Czy ci ludzie mają raka, czy co? O nie, tego najbardziej... Kurde, włamywanie się. Dobra. I... Jest, udało. Aha, dobra. Myślałem, że to się nie udało. Nie wiem, po co była taka scenka, ale dobra. O. I zginęliśmy prawie. No. Dobra. O.
You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Nie! Dobrze. Zasnął chyba sobie ten facet. Dobra, na razie nic się nie dzieje. Dobra, spróbujmy to wyjść po cichu. Ja nic nie wiem. Aha. O kurde, co się dzieje? Przejdźmy sobie tak najszybciej. Dlaczego się skończyło? No, jedna osoba zginęła z kilkuset. Co on zrobił? A mógł zabić. Dobra, idziemy. Proszę. Zginął. Dobra, kolejny martwy. Dobra, świetnie. Dwaj zginęli, a miał zginąć tylko jeden. To śmiesznie. My stąd wyjdźmy. Tak.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
To jest klucz. Prawdopodobnie do tego miejsca.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that'll be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first?
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fair your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you'll want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Aha, dobra, zabójcz przedstawienie. Nie wiem, czy to w sumie mieli na myśli w tej sztuce, ale ogólnie tak wyszło, więc ich występ będzie na stronach gazet, więc powinni mi dziękować.
Share my doing
Dobra, porozmawiamy sobie tutaj.
A moment to talk? Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal, more lurid. Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
To jest chyba lekarz, o doktor.
To you as well.
A question, if I may. Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind word.
Dobra. Nie będziemy nic grać, bo to jest bez celu w ogóle. Hajsu nie mam, więc nie chciałbym mieć dług. Ale co? To jest chyba kapitan. Mi się tak wydaje. Możemy z nim pogadać.
Captain?
Mr. Kenway.
I just wanted to thank you again for taking me aboard, and apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused.
Inconvenience would be an understatement.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
My ship was held in port for 2 days that we might accommodate you. I lost several contracts as a result.
I had no idea.
Of course not. You nobles are all the same.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't stick right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
Dobra, zabijmy go.
Stay out of this.
Give him a douse on the jumps!
Ciekawe, co to...
Anoint him with the oil of gladness already. I want my money!
Dobra, rozumiem. Teraz łokieć pięta. Dlaczego ma dziurę w brzuchu? Dlaczego krwawi z brzucha? Aj.
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
W rzeczy samej. A mógł zabić.
Never! How do you like these odds?
Aj.
What's the meaning of this?
Captain!
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
He's thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife, Beth.
Co zrobił? A mógł
I don't
zabić.
care for you, Mr. Kenway.
To
You've
jest
had
to.
nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Dobra, walić to wszystko, idziemy. Czekaj, my sobie tu możemy jeszcze z jedną osobą pogadać w sumie. Więc zróbmy to.
Hello, sir.
Do you expect we'll have a pleasant crossing?
It is a quiet time of year, though rogue storms and troubled waters are not unheard of. But no need to fret. At worst, they'll prove an inconvenience. I'm more concerned about pirates and rogue privateers.
Have you encountered them before?
Aye. But the Providence is a strong ship, and her crew well trained. They will surely keep us safe.
Dlaczego wcześniej tego wejścia nie otworzyli? Wejdź to. O, coś robimy. To co, że piszę tam, gdzie już jest napisane? Walić to. A, oślepłem. No to już nie będzie odcinka, bo oślepłem, czyli też nie jestem zdatny do grania.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
Idziemy pozabijać chyba. Albo nie.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries. It's not like
Ciekawe co nam powie po bitwie.
you looking for another fight? That it? Go away.
To mi opowiedział bez przeklinania. Bez tego wszystkiego. Czekajcie, najpierw pójdziemy sobie do niego, bo jest po kolei.
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Najpierw tego co...
The basting you gave Graves and Quill.
Wasn't by choice.
Aye. Blockheads, the both of them. Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway. So, should I be watching my back?
I think the boys learned their lesson. They're normally not so nasty. Honest, it's just the past few crossings have been a bit rough.
Oh?
Captain's trying to cut costs. Reduced rations, lower wages, more dangerous cargo. It's put the crew on edge.
Is there cause for concern, then?
Not if I can help it. But the captain needs to think about the way he treats his men.
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
My nie potańczymy.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. Beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Dobra, czyli się czegoś dowiedzieliśmy. Chodźmy jeszcze tam.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Say care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
Dobra, robimy to na harda. Ale dalej.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
Dobra.
Curious. Most curious.
Dobra, my pójdziemy do siebie. I tu znowu będziemy pisać w miejscu, gdzie jest napisane? To świetnie.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Feet to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks!
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted? Secure the hatch!
Haytham. Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
Chyba po walce. Emocjonująca walka bardzo.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm.
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right, all right.
No wytłumaczył mu, co jest 1, a co 2.
We need those ropes secured. I told you this was madness.
Calm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Dobra, czekajcie. Gdzie są jakieś liny? Tutaj wiążemy je szybko. Dobra. Nie! Dobra, żyjemy. O dziwo. Szybko. Dobra. Szybko. No bo będzie tam szybko trzeba podbiec. Dobra.
We need more speed. Loose the sails. Hate them. You take the foremast. James, to the mainmast with you. Tighten the binding.
Dobra. Dobra, robimy to. Aj, nie! Dobrze. Idziemy go uratować.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chyba tam Statek sobie nie poradził z takimi wodami. Dobra, wszyscy żyją. Nie wydaje żadnej trumny. Dobra, chodźmy na górę. Tu stoją znowu zamknięte, tak? Czemu miało być otwarte? Dobra. Tutaj. Do kapitana.
Make ready for our arrival, men.
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Dobra, robimy to. Dobra.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?
Dobra.
One and the same.
Your commission is with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye. But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might... Well, at least until he arrives. I thought...
Yes? Out with it.
Forgive me, sir. I had hoped that I might study under you. If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Someone stop him!
Boston's quite a lively city.
There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might discover.
Hold a moment. Need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
Aha, okej. Dobra, to by było na tyle w tym odcinku. Dla was nagrywał Crisis28. Cześć, na razie. Do następnego odcinka. Zostawcie taktycznego kciuka w górę pod tym filmem. Piszcie komentarze. Ogólnie na razie.